today or earlier yesterday, and I told it to a couple of clerks that there were decisions that were made and actions that were taken that a month from now, someone will still be alive in the Commonwealth because of the actions that were taken by the Secretary of Staff, the board, the State Board of Elections, and the county clerks. And that's a good day for everyone. So
I think we're live now, Jared.
Alan will knock when we're officially posted on YouTube. Bradley, we close that.
I'm showing live on YouTube right now.
He still has to post the link. He'll knock on the door in 1 second. So if everyone just want to hold for a second, we'll.
Jared, we can also discuss the judge's order that we came today. Peyton Ho, Judicial Watch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, technically we could go into session for that. So,
Because I'd like to ask a question on that update he's requesting also.
Mr. Chairman, that is your call if you'd like to do that. I think that would be appropriate if we wanted to discuss that.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I'm confident that we can discuss litigation in closed session of any sort, frankly.
Let's wait for just a second and Alan will knock. You go check real quick. Sorry to get him down.
Do we have everybody but Sherry? Isn't anybody else?
Why does it look like you're in lockup right now?
Yeah, I am. I'm here at the Pulaski County headquarters. I've been here since about 2 o'clock.
Deanna was teased him. I said you couldn't let Deanna show him up. He had to go into the clerk's office himself. Are we live?
Yeah.
Okay, we are now live. Mr. Chairman, if you'd like to gavel us in.
Yes, we are now returning from recess, the State Board of Elections. It is 6:42 on election night, June 23rd, 2020. This is the Kentucky State Board of Elections. I'm the chairman, Ben Chandler. We have with us members George Russell, Corey Skolnick, Katrina Fitzgerald, Dwight Sears, Deanna Brangers, James Lewis, and our Secretary of State, Michael Adams. We also have staff members Jared Deering, Taylor Brown, Karen Sellers, and Sheila Walker. With that, Jared, as Executive Director, do you have some things that you need for us to deal with at this point, or some reporting that you need to provide?
Certainly. So as of right now, we had our vendor from 10X kind of pull some of the tentative numbers. Again, these are very tentative, so we should expect to see some of these numbers grow. But across the state today, it looks like roughly about 152,000 people have cast a vote on an e-poll book. There are 1 or 2 counties where some of that data is still coming in, so we should expect to see that grow just a little bit. And then we should also have a little bit more of a count coming in through supplemental rosters and some of the other ancillary votes that are coming in. So we'll provide a little more continuity on that by the 30th, obviously. And I think tonight, when the AP and Edmonds usually have stringers in the counties, they will be able to report when the counties post their in-person totals on the door, and those should count also the supplemental rosters. My belief is that that will be the case. So we'll have a little more firm idea at the end of the election day today. We are roughly 15 minutes from close of polls in Western Kentucky. And so we still have some more voting going on. So we should expect to see some more vote totals coming in there as well. But I think today we can say that, of the vast majority of the counties, we had a very successful election. We had no lines in Jefferson County, which obviously there was a lot of prediction that would be the case. They were highly successful today. They had 15,000 voters come in through that location, the Expo Center today, and effectively cast their ballot. My belief is they were about 12,000 voters through early voting last week as well. So Jefferson County has really nailed this out of the park and done a really good job of making sure people have access to the ballot, both through the absentee mail process, early voting, and then ultimately on election day as well. We are seeing some lines in Fayette County. We're still waiting for some more reporting back on that. And it is my understanding that the Charles Booker campaign has filed in circuit court to extend the hours in Jefferson County. As we get more information on that, we'll provide that to the board. My belief is we'll probably be in session for the next 15, 20 minutes at the very minimum, and we might hear some more news on that. So I'll update you as we go. Ben, you're muted.
Yep, I just figured that out. Is there anything else that we need to discuss in the public meeting right now about anything that has happened on election day or any action that the board needs to take right now?
I don't think the board has to take any direct action on anything. If there are any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. I will say that today was a light day on complaints. We did have several come in. They were not out of the norm, and none of them seemed to fit a pattern of systemic problems. They were all kind of one problem here, one problem there. Many of them were dealt with. All of those are passed on to the Attorney General's investigative unit per our standard operating procedures. But other than that, it's been a really smooth day. We are incredibly happy with the performance of our clerks and the job that they've done. And we've received a lot of feedback from voters in a lot of counties that were incredibly happy with the process of being able to have access to the ballot and still vote their ballot in person and be able to do it effectively and quickly.
At this point, we understand that there are some legal matters that need to be discussed, and to do that, we need to go into closed session. Can somebody make a motion to go into closed session?
I'll move that we go into closed session, Mr. Chairman.
Member Sears has made a motion to go into closed session. Do we have a second?
So moved.
Member Branger seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody
Aye.
opposed? All right, very good. We'll go into closed session now, and we will return back into open session when we finish the closed session.
If everyone will hold for a second.